wearing a different sweatshirt. I think the wind has died down. Here at the Abraham Bryan farm, not an unfamiliar scene for those of you who seen some of my videos driving down, you know, Cemetery Ridge. There's the wind again. Quite obviously it's winter. But a fairly mild day at that, so a little walking around. This all of this I believe is recreated, if you will. I know that's not the right term, but I don't think that there was much left. I don't think there was much left. I could be wrong. Please correct me, somebody, if you knew. But man, you know, it's really too bad. I've told the story before. Just the synopsis. That Abraham Bryan was a free black man in here in Gettysburg, and he was doing rather well for himself. He wasn't just you know, farmer with a small plot and, you know, and a crop or two. But he had many crops. He had an orchard. He had livestock. He had it going on. He was doing really well for himself. Till the war came, of course, and he left. Of course, because he was rightly worried about being captured and being sold into slavery. And I've mentioned before, Pennsylvania was fairly free by this time. Not, you know, completely, not, you know, totally or legally yet, of course, but it was pretty free, as far as things went. But so he was, you know, of course, did the smart thing and he left. And when he came back, of course, he found everything ruined. Everything was smashed up and just, you know, just totaled. You know, they just wrecked everything. One of the worst parts, though, was out in that field straight ahead. Kind of just to the, oh dear, I guess just to the east of where the thrust of Pickett's charge was coming, you know, just a little further down. But this area right here, this area you see in front of us, which is where much of his farm was, I think he grew wheat, barley, he, like I said, he grew a few crops. Darn wind. 11th Mississippi. There were about 800 corpses strewn about his property here. 800. I didn't know that. I mean, that's just obscene. So he had to, you know, come back and deal with everything and clean up the god-awful carnage and mess and perhaps help with removing the dead from their temporary graves right in there. This was where his house was. And those following along, I was recently at let me see, what was the last video I did just on the west side of town. The Bliss house, the Bliss farm. The mentioned one aspect of the war for civilians at Gettysburg was that you know, many to most folks had some kind of property damage, if you can imagine. I mean, sometimes it was total, you know, sometimes it was partial. I can't serve as a witness, of course, to, you know, the validity of the claims, but I'm pretty sure most of them were pretty valid. And I mentioned that the Bliss got nothing. He filed a claim for, I think, $3,000 and got nothing, so he sold. There's that wind. He had to sell to the Cadoris for $1,000. Well, turns out that unfortunately for Mr. Bryan, here's a sign, guys, so if you want a screenshot. Sorry about the wind. Jeez Louise. He only filed for $1,000. Guess what he got? He was awarded some damages. So he filed for a little over $1,000. They gave him $15. You know, I don't really know what to say about that. You know, that without maybe using some slight profanity, and how messed up that is, and how much race could very well have played into that, how that shook out for him. But anyhow, guys, the wind's really picking up. Just wanted to throw another video here in the off season, in the winter time. Happy holidays to everybody. Merry Christmas to all. I'll see you again soon.